Welcome to the studio at Global Goals Week 2021. I'm Susan Myers, Strategic Advisor at Goal 17 Partners. What does global solidarity mean in the world today? Faced with huge global challenges from pandemics to mass migration and the climate crisis, how do we discover more transformative, wide-reaching, and lasting solutions? One set of solutions is already emerging from innovative partnerships between global companies and faith-based service providers, leveraging the power of both sectors in terms of access and expertise. Joining me now are Marta Guglielmetti, Executive Director of the Global Solidarity Fund, and Father Leonir Chiarello, Superior General of the Scalabrinian Missionaries. Welcome to you both. Marta, the world today seems to have no end of challenges, but we're short on lasting solutions. How do we work together to discover the transformative approaches that can tackle all of these problems we're facing in the world today?
Well, thank you, Susan. It's really a pleasure for me to be here with you and Father Leonir, and particularly Father Leonir is such a role model for me. So I'm very, very happy to be here with you all. So coming back to your question, how to find effective solutions to critical global challenges today. So the world we are living in is really a complex one, and everyone and everything is interconnected. And the COVID-19 pandemic and also the ecological crisis are strong evidence of it. And we cannot find effective solution working in silos. If we want solutions that are transformative, sustainable, and equitable, we must work in solidarity and we must work in partnership. But what does breaking silos and building partnerships mean in practice? How can we do it? So let me answer this question with one example. So the Global Solidarity Fund. The Global Solidarity Fund has been created to co-design innovative solutions for critical global challenges, working in solidarity and working in partnership. And in particular, we are building bridges across three main sectors, so businesses, development organizations, and faith-based community, including the huge Catholic networks of more than 1 million sisters, brothers, and priests who work in solidarity with the most vulnerable in the most remote areas of the world. And why is building these bridges so critical to develop transformative, sustainable, and equitable solutions? What happens when the Catholic networks and the other faith-based organizations meet the private sector and international development actors? Just let me give you two examples. So one of the largest challenges in distributing COVID-19 vaccine in developing countries is reaching the most marginalized in the remote areas. And the Global Solidarity Fund is facilitating a partnership between international organizations such as Gavi, UNICEF, and World Health Organizations with the Catholic networks of sisters and brothers in specific countries in Africa, Asia, or Latin America. And this joint effort, even if at its early stage, is already proving to be key in assuring that the vaccine will reach the most marginalized and in counteracting vaccine hesitancies. And the second example is regarding migrants. We think, as do many others and you for sure, that some of the most effective support we can provide to migrants is to help them to find jobs or to become entrepreneurs. And again, our experience in the field is revealing a powerful solution, bridging Catholic and other faith organizations like the Scalabrine, and we have Father Leonir, the Superior General, that I'm sure will talk more, with businesses. So bridging Catholic and other faith organizations with businesses. And to do that, with the Global 17 Partners and 10th Partnership for Refugees, we have just launched what we call the Innovation Lab. The Innovation Lab aims to co-design concrete solutions to respond to concrete bottlenecks to job creation for migrants. So businesses are discussing with Catholic congregations about their needs and applying their knowledge and expertise to solve them. So these are just two examples of solutions that we can build together. But we are already working on many other fronts, as we truly believe that the solution of many problems we are facing today is in bridging together these three sectors: development community, private sector, and congregation and faith-based organization. And so we can co-design our future together. this is the only way we can see.
Well, thank you, Marta. And on behalf of Goal 17 Partners, we're so proud to be doing some of that work with you and to be supporting that important leadership role that you're playing. For Father Leonir, what do you think are the possible outcomes when corporations work together in partnership with faith-based communities? Are there qualities that both sides can leverage here?
Yes. Thank you for the invitation to join this panel, this discussion. When religious congregations and private sector work together, the outcomes of people facing poverty or in the development programs, we can see that the outcomes can be more successful for the three sides, for the faith-based organizations, for private sector, and especially for people facing poverty and people looking for new ways of development. And from this perspective, as is well known from the research, the religious traditions have always played a central role in supporting those facing poverty and those who are looking for new development programs. From this perspective, for example, the Catholic congregations, as Marta mentioned, they have been leading in this global scale direct service approach for centuries. And as a result of their knowledge by evidence and their trusted relationship with the private sector, they are building very successful programs for employment, for job creation, and they are providing tangible solutions and new solutions for the needs of vulnerable people. As Pope Francis is inviting us to build an inclusive economy, for example, we can see how this collaboration between Catholic organizations working in the field and the collaboration with the private sector, as Marta mentioned, with the support of Global Solidarity Fund and other initiatives, we can see how people can have new ways of sustainability. How can they build a more resilient lives for themselves and their communities? And this, from this perspective, working together with global companies, the private sector, the Catholic congregations, we can forge a more holistic, and more importantly, scalable solutions and innovative solutions for people in need. For example, our congregation, the Scalabrinian Missionaries, we are working with in partnership with an international tech company, Axity, based in Latin America, who is working. We are working with them to develop a technology solution that helps migrants and refugees to find a work or developing new startups and new ways of employment. So the collaboration between global companies, the private sector, the religious congregation, faith-based organizations is the key for scalable and holistic solutions for people in need and for new and innovative programs of development.
Well, thank you so much, Father Leonir. We really look forward to continuing to work with you and to tracking the impacts of these new and innovative partnerships as they reach more and more people over time. I want to thank you for joining us for this short segment in the studio. We very much appreciate your time and everything you're doing. Thank you to you, Marta Guglielmetti, Executive Director of the Global Solidarity Fund, and to you, Father Leonir Chiarello, Superior General of the Scalabrinian Missionaries. I'm Susan Myers, Strategic Advisor at Goal 17 Partners. Thank you again for watching the studio at Global Goals Week 2021.